Hello from Dallas, Texas. I am here for a concert. Tonight I am seeing the Aces with my friend India. The two of us met, over 4 years ago. We met at my first Mr. Wives concert on the Resilient Little Tour. It was not only my first Mr. Wives concert, but my first concert post pandemic, or like post lockdown, I should say. And also, it was my first ever solo concert. We both did the little VIP meet and greet thing, and she was there alone too. We ended up talking, and 4 years later, we are still going to concerts together. We don't see each other a lot because I live in Houston and she lives in the Dallas Fort Worth area, but at least once a year we have to go to a concert together, and that is today. I used to be able to do the drive all in one night for a concert when I lived in Huntsville for college because that shaved like an hour off of my journey both ways. But now that I'm back to a like 4 hour drive, I gotta spend the night. I can't push through anymore. But then that means I get to do fun things. So today, I first went to the Disney Outlet store at Mills. Grapevine Mills Mall. I believe that's its a full legal name. And I got some goodies that I'll share with you guys in a second. And I went to Josie's Records. That is a must for me now whenever I come here. It is a huge record store. They've got DVDs, they've got vinyls, they've got CDs, they've got books, they've got other things. They've got a lot going on there. They've got new, they've got used. It's always a good time. I did say, and I've kept saying, that I'm not buying any more physical media, specifically CDs and vinyls, for the rest of the year. So I am a liar because I did pick up quite a few things there. But all of them were such good finds. I could not let them go. I've still got a little bit until India is getting here and we are going to the concert together. I'm super excited. I was listening to Gold Star Baby on the way here and Lydia Knight's album, I Love the Regrets, and today was my first time listening to her solo music because tonight she's the opener and I'm so excited. And then tomorrow, before I leave, I'm going to drive over to Arlington to the Arlington Museum of Art because they currently have Game of Thrones costumes on display. I do not know a single thing about Game of Thrones, not ever seen a single episode, but my friend Caitlin is a huge fan of that entire franchise, and I love seeing costumes and outfits and just getting to see all the details. So I'm going there tomorrow before I come back. I'm very excited. I'm gonna take you guys with me there too. But now I'll give you guys my little haul. Okay, so from the Disney Outlet store, I did not need to go there because we do have one in the Houston area. Actually, that one is only like less than 30 minutes away from me, but I wanted to go to this one. I've been in very much a Disney mood. I got this pin. I do not know what character this is. I need to look it up, but it's in one of those like little mystery pin packs. One of these guys, and I only ever see these in the parks and I never get them, so I felt like it would be a fun treat. Plus, even though I don't know who this guy is, I think the design of it being on the TV is really cool, and I can put it with my traders. Then I got this Perry the Platypus keychain because I saw him at the Houston store. I did not get him, and then he sold out online, and so when I saw him today, I was like, that's perfect. I'm not sure what bag I'm going to put him on yet. I've already got a lot going on my Bagu, but there could always be more going on. And then they had these mystery figurines of Disney trash cans. If you don't know anything about Disney, you're going to think that's really weird. But the Disney trash cans are pretty infamous. And so I was like, that's cute. I really wanted either Orange Bird or Small World, but I ended up getting Tomorrowland, and I still think this one is really cool. And my friend Anna, this was after our DCP, when I moved back and she was full time, she worked in Tomorrowland for a little bit. So she's got a special place for it in her heart. And now I have a special place for it in my heart because when I look at Tomorrowland, I think of Anna. But it's so cute. I'll probably put it on my desk at home. Now we have what I know you guys care about the most, my Josie's record haul. So I got 6 CDs and 1 7-inch vinyl. And I'm going to go into that in a little bit, but let's rapid fire the CDs. I got Avril Lavigne's Let Go. This has been at the top of my list for a while. I love this album so much, and it was new and $8, so I got it. I also got another thing at the top of my list, Pure Heroine by Lorde. I mean, this is a staple, and with me being so nostalgic recently, when I was like really into like having a mid 2010s Tumblr moment, I needed this in my life. And another album that I did not think I would come across today is Sabrina Carpenter's Eyes Wide Open. This album and I have history. I think I have Eyes Wide Open downloaded on my first iPhone that I paid $1.29 for from the iTunes store. Can't Blame a Girl for Trying. My friend and I, our junior year of high school, we sang junior year? Yeah, junior year. We sang that at like our choir pop show. And then I got 3 used soundtracks. Well, this isn't a soundtrack, it's more of a compilation. This is We Love Disney, where when did this come out? I feel like it's been a little bit 2015, so 10 years ago, where a bunch of artists did covers of Disney songs. And I specifically got this for Fall Out Boy's I Want to Be Like You and Ariana Grande, Zero to Hero. Casey Musgraves did A Spoonful of Sugar. Keeping with the Disney theme, I got the Hercules soundtrack, which also has a special, I checked, it's in here, a special little 3-song CD sampler. Songs from Winnie the Pooh Sing Along, Pooh's Grand Adventure, The Search for Christopher Robin, and Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas. I cannot talk right now, but I thought that was really cool. And then the last soundtrack I got, surprisingly not Disney, is the 13 Going on 30 soundtrack. This is one of my favorite movies ever. It's my favorite rom-com ever. And I didn't even look at any of the songs on here. I just knew that absolute hits, banger after banger. I just knew that I wanted this so I could have my little 13 Going on 30 moment. And now a moment for the 7-inch record I got. This was part of the Black Friday record store day. And so this is one side The Subway by Chappell Roan, the other side The Giver by Chappell Roan. I never thought I would be a 7-inch person. I also said I would never collect vinyl records, and here we are now. But I absolutely love The Subway. It's one of my top songs of the year. And while I feel like both of these songs will be on her next album, whenever that comes out, there's never a guarantee. I also heard that the pictures are flipped. So the picture of the Subway plays The Giver, and The Giver plays the Subway. Like, so many people have said that. So I'll be curious when I get home. Actually, you guys don't have to wait. Here, you guys will see right now if this is correct or if it's incorrect, like everyone else I'm seeing. It's wrong. I won't know until tomorrow night. But they had a bunch of these, and I love the Subway, and so I wanted it on physical media. And that's my haul. I am now going to continue watching Cinderella, hang out, eat dinner. I brought a frozen dinner with me because I'm trying to be on a budget. I say like I didn't just spend a bunch of money at Josie's Records. Anyways, and then I will see you guys before my friend gets here, but after I've gotten ready. I'm just changing my outfit, and then we're gonna go and see the Aces tonight. It's a little bit later. I had my dinner. I'm now watching Peter Pan, and I am all ready. I pulled my hair back into a ponytail. I changed my jewelry, and then I am wearing this yellow top from the Rainbow Closet, a leather jacket that I thrifted for $10 when I was like a senior in high school. It's one of my best thrift finds. I've got on these black trousers, and my Adidas for some comfort. It's like 38 degrees outside, maybe closer to 40, but still very, very cold. So I'm not sure if we are going to get there before doors open, because like I said, it's very cold, but we will be getting there, I feel like, pretty close to doors open. The venue is pretty small. We're going to the Kessler, and it's like 500 person capacity, so I feel like we'll have a good spot no matter where we are, but we will see. I am so excited.
We should dance with each other too. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah!
Good morning. The concert last night was so much fun. I loved getting to see India, catch up with her, hang out with her. Like I said, we literally do this once, maybe twice a year. So it was just so healing to my soul to see a good friend and get to hang out with her. And of course, the concert was amazing. Lydia Knight was phenomenal. I'm so glad that I listened to her album yesterday because hearing it live was absolutely amazing. The songs that I already loved were amazing live, and the songs that I was a little more wishy washy or unsure on, hearing it live, I was like, you know what? I'm sold. It's great. And then the Aces. Oh my gosh, was that concert so much fun? They had a couple audience participation moments, and I feel like that can go either way when it comes to concerts, but I feel like because it was such an intimate venue, it played out really well. Like it was like that interaction moment, but also like getting to see these interactions and it still being entertainment. Like there was a moment where people were just sharing tea, and I was like, hell yeah. And I did get a vinyl. I'm just such a liar, and this video is really proving it. But I rarely get merch when I go to concerts anymore, and it is so important to support the artists and the bands, and buying merch is the best way to do it. And I love this album so much. I already had a feeling I would get the vinyl, and they still had some signed ones left, so I got that. It's just so cool. Gold Star Baby is such a good record. I highly recommend checking it out. Now I can add this to my collection, and every time I look at it and listen to it, I can remember this wonderful night. I've already been up for a little bit, even though I was up late last night, way later than usual. My body wants to wake up at 6:30, and so I said, "Okay, girl." So I've been watching Disney movies. I watched Beauty and the Beast and Enchanted Christmas, an absolute classic because it's December. I got to get working on these Christmas movies and getting a little bit of work done. In about an hour, I am headed out to the Arlington Museum of Art to check out the Game of Thrones costumes. I'm so excited, and that's my last adventure before driving back home. Here is my outfit for the day. I have this hair scarf that I made with some leftover fabric. Technically, the base is navy, but don't worry about it. I've got some jewelry, some Christmas earrings because I'm feeling festive, and then I've got on a black turtleneck under my Fearless Taylor's version cardigan. This is my first time wearing and styling this cardigan, and I really like how this turned out. I'm not a big neutral person, but she's cozy, she's fun. I love it. And then I've got on the same trousers that I wore to the concert last night, and then I've got on some Mary Janes. I just spent 2 hours in that exhibit having the time of my life. I was going through, getting pictures from my friend Caitlin, sending them to her, reading up on all the characters. I love that for the sake of me. they had like all of the character descriptions and all the houses and everything written out because I was like, girl, I don't know any of this. Like, I know like three things. And then when I was about three-quarters of the way through, the director of facilities at Arlington Museum of Art was walking around and he was like, oh, are you a big fan? He was chatting. And I was like, I know nothing about this actually. My friend's a big fan though, and he gave me a full tour. Like he was like, "You got time?" I was like, "I have time." We started at the very beginning, and then he spent the next 40 to 45 minutes walking me through everything, giving me fun details and stuff and fun facts that I got to share with my friend Caitlin. Like it was just so cool. And between seeing the costumes and hearing Dennis talk about it, I was like, well, now I want to watch the show. Like I know it's, and forgive my language, a batshit crazy show. Everyone dies. But I was like, this is cool as hell. That was so much fun. I expected to spend 30 minutes in there, but it was a much bigger exhibit than I was expecting. And then, I mean, it was just so, so, so cool. I cannot, if you are in the area or you're just a really big fan of Game of Thrones, go and check it out. Go and check it out because Dennis told me that these costumes were just sitting in storage in Ireland where they filmed most of the show. They got approval to do this exhibit. And then what is it? In April, I think it's until April. I think he said April 4th. After that, it's going back into storage. Yeah. Yeah. So I highly recommend checking it out. I mean, this museum is great. I've been here multiple times. It's just so so cool. So cool. I had the absolute best time. This might be my highlight of the trip, and it's been a very fun trip. But now I've got quite a drive home. I'm going to stop at Buc-ee's, of course. This is Texas. This was phenomenal. This was such a fun trip. I've been in such a homebody state of mind this last month, and so actually getting out and doing stuff, wow. Life is worth living, you know? I'm hungry, so I'm going to go. Bye.